Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. We have signed a player. We have spent some money at last. We've spent £6 million. Woohoo! So our budget's now 34 million left. Thank you to everyone in the chat room already. Appreciate that. But yeah, all jokes aside, we've signed Gabriel Martinelli from Itano for £6 million. He is officially our first summer signing, and it's kind of funny actually because on this day last year we announced Socrates had signed for Arsenal. Maybe they're going to do what they did last year, announce them on the same days as last year. If that's the case, the next one's on the 10th of July, which was Lucas Torreira, and then I think we announced Guendouzi the day after. But yeah, listen, this guy, for those of you that don't know him, I see George says I'm YouTubing Martinelli. He's a very, very good young player by the looks of it. I don't know a massive amount about him. I know that he's a left winger that can play attacking midfield and he can play right wing. He's very direct. He scores goals, very skillful, quite explosive off the mark. But is he going to walk straight into Arsenal's first team? That is the question that's going to be asked. I don't think he is. I think that he'll go into our youth setup. But I don't know. We shall see. We shall see what the manager wants to do with him. You know, at the end of the day, and I can't watch your transfer daily and your live stream at the same time. Yeah, I haven't really thought this through, have I? But I just put that daily transfer video up, and then I see the news. Somebody texted me saying we'd signed a player. I was like, what? Checked on Arsenal's website, and there it was. So, good afternoon, Claude. Claude's doing cartwheels in the chat room. Well done on 20,000 subscribers as well, buddy. If you haven't subscribed to Claude, give him a subscription. I love Claude to bits. Top guy. But yeah, listen, £6 million is not going to break the bank, is it? Is he going to walk straight into our first team? Probably not. But you know, I think that this is probably Edu's first signing as well. Although Edu's not actually been unveiled as Arsenal's technical director yet, he's still at the Copa America. I think this is Edu all over. You know, he knows the South American market. This kid is a young South American, and I think that he's had a massive, massive hand in us signing this boy. You know, I'm not going to big him up too much. Like I said, I don't know a great deal about him, but for £6 million, it's not really a risk, is it? Come on, £6 million ain't a great deal of money in modern football. So to me and you, it's life-changing. Do you know what I'm saying? But to a transfer fee, it's nothing, £6 million. You know, he's probably going to be on, what, 5-10 grand a week, if that. Go into the reserves, the under-23s, he'll probably smash it in that. If he does well in that, then he'll get his chance. I'm sure he will. And I'm sure that we've got a manager that will give him his chance. So yeah, man. So it's all good. Let me go through some of these questions and comments. We're doing the same thing as before, signing young players to test them in a couple of years and then going for free. Good day from Namibia. Thank you, S.Teov. Thank you. I hope I pronounced your name right, my friend. What's happening with Tierney, says Cameron. Celtic fans are still in meltdown, mate. They're still in meltdown. Half of them have decided to accept the fact he is going to be going. The other half are still in denial. Reports going around today suggest that Napoli are one step ahead of us. Ain't happening. He ain't going to Napoli. No way in a million years he's going to Napoli. Although Naples is a beautiful part of the world, he's not going there. And I'm pretty confident he'll be an Arsenal player by the end of the transfer window. Pablo Amar says, this Martinelli signing is 600k a year for 10 years. That's a bargain. Do you know what? When Luke Shaw signed for Man United for 32 million, everyone was going, yeah, if we can have him for 10 years, it works out 3 million a year. Same rule applies then, doesn't it? Same rule applies. Let me just drink my my black coffee. I've run out of milk. Don't taste that nice, to be fair. And now Zaha. Right, after I've finished this, and I ain't gonna go on for too long. It'll only be about another 5-10 minutes maximum. Right, go and check out my daily transfer video. I spoke about Zaha in that as well. I literally dropped that just before I came on here. So yeah, go and check that out. I'm not anyone asking me about Stan Kroenke. I'm bored of answering questions on Stan Kroenke. Yeah, I'm sick of people not understanding how a football club runs. So yeah. What's your opinion on the protest? Says the Madstar09. I actually texted Turkish last night. I was a little bit gutted for him. I texted him that. He's on holiday now, so I wish him well. Wished him a good holiday and that. But you know, I know how much effort he put into it, and to only have 40 people turn up was a little bit, for him, I suppose, a little bit gutting. But 40 is better than nothing. Listen, he knows I don't agree with it, which is why I wasn't there. But he's still my pal, and you know, at the end of the day, whether I agree with it or not, I still tried to help him out, tried to promote it for him, tried to say it on a stream, like retweet his stuff. So listen, I don't agree with what he was doing, but that's just my opinion, and he's my pal, so I help him out. And like I said, I felt a little bit gutted for him that only 40 people turned up. And this is the thing with social media, you know, people have got big mouths on social media. You know, if you go and have a look how many people retweeted all of his tweets about it, it was over 1,000 retweets. Well, where are all these people then? Do you know what I'm saying? Same with the Wenger protest. All mouth online. When it comes down to reality and actually doing it, everyone goes into hiding. So I felt a bit bad for him, because I know he put a lot of graft and effort into it, but at the same time, it weren't my cup of tea. But yeah, man, hopefully he has a really nice holiday now. They're international fans, says Jay Purdy. Listen, like, they may well be, and you know, a lot of overseas fans won't have a bad word said against the previous manager. I get that, but at the same time, they're not all overseas fans that are retweeting them and saying, like, and talking the talk online, are they? Do you know what I mean? And let's be real, without overseas fans, Arsenal wouldn't be as big as they are. So, no, I know you didn't mean it in any bad way saying that, mate. I'm just saying. Thoughts on Ornstein, says Kieran Riley. He's a puppet, mate. He's a puppet. And I called him a puppet and he blocked me. And no, I'm not pro Kroenke. I'm just not silly enough to educate myself on how a football club works. I'd love nothing more than a Sheikh Mansour to come and take Arsenal over and make us a global powerhouse, but I'm also a realist. Pablo says, on social media, we just gas. That's exactly what football fans do on social media. Same with the Man United fans. Apparently, Man United's protest had about 20 people turn up. So, you know, it's all well and good trying to organise something, and I get the reasons behind organising things. I get that, yeah. Man United sort of killed that protest off, though. That was unbelievable PR from Man United to drop the Wan-Bissaka transfer and unveil him on the day of the protest. Just like genius idea for Man United, and then it ends up with 20 people rocking up. So yeah, there we go. Tierney to be the next announcement, says Christian. I hope so, mate. That would be. I mean, listen, this guy, like I said, I don't know a great deal about him, but I know that he's a pretty decent footballer. And you know, if we can go and get somebody that's ready for now, though, that's what I want. He scored 6 goals in 14 games in Brazil's Serie D season last season. 6 goals in 14 games. Well, that's not bad, is it? You know, that's not bad. I know it ain't the greatest league in the world, but he is very good, and a lot of teams wanted him as well, mate. I know that there was a hell of a lot of teams in for this kid. So I think the fact that Edu's going to be coming as technical director probably closed that deal. Tierney's going to be announced at 9 o'clock. Let's hope so. That would be good. My stream would go mad if it was a 9 o'clock announcement, mate. Because I'll be back at 5 as usual, and then I'll be back at 9 as usual tonight as well. I just thought I'd do a quick 10-15 minute one, telling everyone who doesn't know that we've actually spent some money. 5 p.m. announcement. Mate, listen, if we announce another player today, I'll be over the moon. But yeah, we've actually spent some money. So we're down to £34 million in the transfer budget. Oh shit, hang on. How did we bid 40 for Zaha? That would put us 6 million over budget, surely, if we got him for 40. Seriously. Man United fan says our protest was organised by a fraud who benefited financially from it. How did he do that, mate? Tell me. I don't really pay much attention to Man United, if I'm being honest. But yeah, tell me, enlighten me, and I'll read the comment out. There's not that many comments flying in, so I'll be able to see it, mate. Don't get why people complain about young players. I agree. Must have had a £46 million budget. They're very true, Robert. This is the thing. Nobody knows the budget. Staggered payments. Exactly. You stagger the payments. You either get a bank loan and pay the fee up front and then pay the bank, or you stagger the payments. I did say this on stream about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and everyone just started laughing. It's like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, mate. How do you rate the Brazilian? Says Theo. I'm not going to get overexcited over him, put it that way. Listen, £6 million, it's not a massive amount of money, but at the same time, he is a decent player. And hopefully in the under-23s, he's going to be coached properly. He's going to help to grow. And then hopefully we see him in the first team. Arsenal have clearly more money than they are claiming. Well, firstly, Michael, afternoon, mate. Arsenal are not claiming anything. It's the media that are claiming that our budget's 40 million. And yeah, you're right. We do have more than 40 million. We make as a company, in terms of income as a business, last year, £470 million income. That's before we pay anything out. We've got more than 40 million pound, mate. Trust me. Oliver says, I've just realised Martinelli is younger than me. Yeah, man, we just signed an 18-year-old boy. Happy days. One for the future. How many times have we heard that before? Why not go and get Nathaniel Klein as backup for Bellerin, says Sanjay. I don't rate him, mate. I don't rate him. I did, but he's gone to Liverpool and not really done it. I know he's been injured, but not for me, mate. I'd go and get somebody a little bit younger. Is Martinelli a left or right winger, says Sagar Kumadash. He can play both. Predominantly, he is left wing. But he can play both. He can play attacking midfield and he can play as a second striker as well, as a false nine, I suppose. So, yeah, not a bad player. Not a bad player. Listen, it's only £6 million. It ain't going to kill the club, is it? Let's be honest. It'll be on next to no wages, 5-10 grand a week. Do you know what? The amount of people that tell me I look like Joe Root. Jog on, man. Joe Root, you joker. €6 million. Well, there you go. Even better. Do you know what? This guy, I'm going to put you on timeout. Go on the naughty step. Every day you come and watch my streams. You got nothing better to do, bruv. Let's put you on timeout. Very naughty. Go and sit on the naughty step. Wan-Bissaka is a good signing. I agree. He's a very good player. Don't sell Aubameyang, says Spaced Man 77. I don't think we are going to sell Aubameyang. I think it's just all paper talk, mate, to be honest with you. Yeah, timeout. I put my daughter on timeout when she's naughty. That's what I'm going to start doing to these people, these Tottenham fans that want to come in and try and infiltrate the chat. They're going on timeout. Go on the naughty step. Do you think Arsenal is going to get Wilfried Zaha, says Rizwan Mia? I don't know, if I'm being honest. His brother's come out and spoken. We've bid. So I don't know. I think the only way we're going to get him is if he throws a wobbly and starts spitting his dummy out and toys out the pram and starts crying and I want to leave, because then he could cause a massive issue. And I think he looks like looks like he's got that sort of personality where if he wants to cause a problem, he's going to cause a problem. You see that on the pitch. When he loses his rag, he loses his rag. So he's always moaning at refs and shit like that. I think he probably could be one of them types that could cause a massive issue in and around the club. So maybe that's the only way he's going to get out of there. I don't personally want him. I say that every day on here. If we get him and he does well, of course I'll cheer him on. But we ain't getting him for 80 million. If we do get him, it'll be around the 45, 50, 55. I'm a big fan. Hopefully 2 or 3 more for Arsenal. Thank you, King. Yeah, thank you for that. Carrasco, I don't want him either, SR. Don't want him. And I don't think we're getting him anyway. I don't think he's ever wanted Arsenal. I think he's just using us to try and get PSG or somewhere. This smacks of a sign-in to keep the fans on side. Exactly. Do you know what? You're right. I think. Well, I think you're talking about Zaha, mate. Yeah, I'm not the Martinelli one, because the Martinelli one's not to keep anything. Because I don't think fans would give a toss whether he's signed or not. If I'm being completely honest, but we have signed a player. It's something. We're starting to spend some money. Maybe they were waiting for all them receipt, all the money from the kits they sold yesterday to come in before they could pay for it. Who knows? Gary Cahill, no thank you. No thank you. This is not 2012. Sell Mustafi, yes, to anyone who will buy him. Right, I'm going to do a couple more minutes, up to 20 minutes on this. Please put a like on the video. Nearly 400 people watching live right now. Stick a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new as well. Nearly on 19,500. And there will be a podcast coming after I hit 20K. So I'll be doing a regular podcast. Who is the new guy? His name is Gabriel Martinelli. He's a South American that is signed from a Brazilian club called Etano. And they were in the 4th tier of Brazilian football. We've signed him for £6 million on a long contract. He's not going to be going into the first team. I wouldn't imagine he is anyway. I think he'll be going into the under-23s, getting some experience in there. And then if he excels, which I think he will, he's a good player. Then I think that he will get his chance. Balotelli is free. What are you saying? Mio ain't happening, bruv. Don't want him anywhere near Arsenal. Why don't we bring up the youth? I think we will see that a lot this season, Omar. I think we will. I think Reece Nelson, this lad that we've just signed, Martinelli, maybe. Eddie Nketiah, if he's still here, he might be loaned out. Who knows? Smith Rowe, Joe Willock. I think they'll get chances this season, and I think they should be getting chances. Listen, all of them are. If they're good enough, they're old enough. That's how I see it. It doesn't. Age is just a number. If you're good enough, you're old enough. Yeah, you know, in footballing terms. So, you know, at the end of the day, Smith Rowe deserves a chance. I think we've seen enough of him to notice that he can be a good player over the next few years. I think the same with Joe Willock, and I think the same with Reece Nelson. Maitland-Niles, another one. Saka, I think it's a little bit too soon for him. I'd loan him out. I don't think he's quite up to the level required yet, but I think all the ones I just mentioned are easily good enough to play games. So the amount of people that say Ozil out. Yeah, damn right, out. Get him out. Are we signing Ziyech? Says Shadi. I'm not too sure, mate, to be honest with you. Karma Finlay, Lee, we love your channel and your passion from Denver, Colorado. Enjoy. Thank you very much, mate. It's a shame I'm not coming out to America this month for the pre-season. I'm going to Spain instead. So yeah, I won't be coming to the pre-season. I'm gutted because I looked at it. I had it all lined up, sorted it out, looked at all the prices, the flights, the internal flights, accommodation. It weren't all that expensive, to be honest with you. Told my missus, And then she said, "Oh, don't forget, we're going to Spain in that time frame." I was like, "Oh shit!" So yeah, I can't go. So I'm going to Spain on the 13th of this month, which is probably when Arsenal jet out to America. Are you a Londoner? Technically, no, but my family are. But I'm not. I wasn't born in London, and I've never lived in London. Love your content from Bulgaria. Thank you, mate. Edu is behind the Martinelli deal. Couldn't agree more, Gary. Totally agree. A lot of you wouldn't have seen that. I spoke about Zaha and his brother's comments and stuff like that. So, so yeah, go and check that out. Put a like on the video before you all jog on, and do whatever you were doing. And I will see you at 5 o'clock. Thanks very much. Laters. We've signed a bloody player. Finally.